when you bring your team in the beginning of the year, it doesn't matter what round you were drafted in. If you're undrafted, you're a coach. You're going to play the best players to win. So we all start even.
Yeah, absolutely right. When you go back to the beginning of this season and you look at all the mock drafts, and I know exactly what they mean, especially when you start talking about October, November, we had the big three guys, Chet, Paolo, Jabari, and number 4 was Jaden Hardy. That's where he was then. And
why did he fall all the way to 37?
I cannot answer that question.
It's not like you saw anything.
He didn't shoot the basketball extremely well for G League Ignite this year. And again, you're going out and playing against grown men in comparison to playing against college players. But I thought that he had a good year with Ignite, not necessarily a great year. But I'm not sure what NBA personnel saw, but
turned it over. If there was one negative stat, he turned it over a little bit too much. But, I mean, we're splitting hairs now.
Yeah, well,
trying to rationalize why he was there. He turned it over.
He turned it over, shot 26% for the three-point line.
Yeah.
I mean, look, everyone gets evaluated. I mean, Kennedy Chandler, who had a great year at Tennessee,
exactly,
just got drafted. He's a really good player. He's proved to be a winning player. His team was, I think, as high as 2 or 3 in the NCAA tournament. I mean, the NCAA in the top 25. I mean, it's really competitive. I mean, Corey, you played in the league. It's fiercely, fiercely competitive, and there are good players. E.J. Liddell averaged 20 and 9, all right, and is an absolute mountain masqueraded as a man. He's waiting to get drafted. So, I mean, like, this is hard. These kids have got to find a way to appreciate their journey. All right, it's a journey. It is not. There's a process that you have to go through. Just because you went to G League Ignite and played against a lot of guys that are really good players that are not in the NBA. There's a process, and enjoy the process. Embrace, get lost in the process, and as opposed to getting caught up in the destination, because I think that's the only way you're going to get better.
And what was tough for Jaden, excuse me, Seth, is he's sitting there.
Yeah, sure.
He's been in the green room all night.
Sure.
It's one thing to be sitting at home and you're still nervous.
And you realize there's no one else there but you.
But when you're the only guy there, and we've seen that in the past, that's tough. So Rashard, years ago, was Rashard Lewis?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Come on.
But PJ, and to that point, it's the expectation. Because if he wasn't expecting to be a first-round pick, he wouldn't have been invited to be in that green room. Exactly. He would have been sitting in the stands with Peyton Watson. And so when you think about that piece of it in itself, coming into the draft, he's expecting to be a first-round pick. That's the only reason he was invited to the green room.
Yeah. Well, we'll get his coach, Jason Har, from the Ignite. He's going to join us here in a few minutes. Also hear from the guy who went number 1 in this draft, Paolo Banchero, when he sat down with us. We are already now 39 picks in the second round of the NBA draft. This is the NBA Draft on ESPN Radio, the ESPN app. It is presented by Boost Mobile.
I never, ever thought I would open a business for myself. And then I had a baby.
Meet Patrice Mousseau, founder of Satya Organics, a skincare company created for people with skin issues, powered by Shopify.
When Esme was about 8 months old, she developed eczema. The doctor's only option to me was steroid creams. I just started experimenting in my kitchen crock pot. I actually found something that cleared her eczema up in 2 days. After about a year or so of just selling it out of my kitchen window, I decided to make a business out of it. Shopify templates are fantastic, and their customer service is absolutely stellar. You can buy Satya online, you can buy it in stores, you can buy it in our social channels, and that's all made possible by Shopify.
When you're ready to share your business with the world, grow it on Shopify, the all-in-one commerce platform trusted by millions of businesses like Satya. Get a free 14-day trial at shopify.com/play and start selling wherever your customers are with easy-to-use tools and friendly 24/7 support. Go to shopify.com/play right now. Shopify.com/play.
Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO, Showtime. How many streaming services are you paying for? Better question, how many do you actually watch? Odds are you're paying for subscriptions you're not even using. Why? Because getting out of subscriptions often feels like more trouble than it's worth. Well, not anymore. Just download the Truebill app. Truebill is the #1 subscription tracker, manager, and canceller all in one. Connect your accounts and instantly you'll see a complete picture of all your recurring subscriptions in one easy-to-use interface. Truebill organizes your subscriptions by due date and notifies you when something is coming up. Now, instead of waiting on hold for close to an hour while you connect to a customer service rep, cancel that subscription immediately with a tap right from the app, and Truebill will handle the rest. To find out more about all the awesome personal finance features packed into Truebill, go to Truebill.com/sports or download Truebill from the Apple app or Google Play stores. Truebill, the money app that works for you.
You're listening to the NBA Draft on ESPN Radio.
At the Barclays Center, we're in round number 2, pick number 40. And it's Bryce McGowens of Nebraska going to the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's Alan Hahn, PJ Carlissimo,